Today I'm going to be talking about how to identify edible mushrooms, seeing as how mushrooms are a very popular food in this country and all over the world. Knowing how to identify an edible one is an important skill to have. It involves becoming familiar with the species around you and what they look like. So I'm going to be talking about 4 mushrooms altogether. The first 2 are going to be poisonous. It's the death cap and the destroying angel mushroom. The second 2 are going to be the edible ones, the common field mushroom and the button mushroom. So first we have the death cap. It's going to have a wide cap and have brown, yellow, or green tints. The gills are going to be attached and the stem is going to be mostly white. Now the gills are the sponge-like things underneath the cap of a mushroom. They can be attached or unattached, which means they touch the stem or they don't. And the next one we have is the destroying angel mushroom. This one's going to be dry or sticky to the touch. It's going to have this white membrane right here that hangs down from the center of the cap, making this mushroom really easy to identify. It's going to be thin, tall, and plain white like this one. Alright, on to the edible ones. We have the common field mushroom. This one's going to it's going to be white when it's young, but as it gets older it's going to turn brown. The gills are attached, and this one is closely related to the button mushroom, which we're going to talk about next. And the cap on the common field mushroom is always going to remain turned in slightly at the edges. And finally we have the button mushroom. This is the most widely eaten mushroom. This is the one you're most likely going to find at the grocery store or have come on your pizza. For example, I bought these yesterday at Walmart, and they say baby Bella mushrooms on here. This is because a button mushroom is a portobello mushroom. They just don't call them portobello mushrooms until they reach maturity. And the gills on the button mushroom are going to be unattached, meaning they don't touch the stem. And the body is going to be mostly white with some brown tints. And when it's young, it's going to be curved, the cap is. And when it gets older, it's going to be flat and smooth. And here are just some steps you can take to identify an edible mushroom. You can collect samples of edible ones and take them with you on camping trips or excursions. You can get a guidebook, have an expert with you, someone who knows what they're talking about, has experience with that kind of thing. And you can also check for the little white membrane that hangs down from the center of the mushroom cap, because if it has that, you automatically know it's a destroying angel mushroom and it's poisonous. Alright, and the last thing you ever want to do is try a mushroom without knowing what kind it is, because according to WebMD, mushrooms have a wide range of side effects ranging from muscle spasms, headache, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pains, diarrhea, and even death. And even if the one you try is an edible one, it could still be a hallucinogenic mushroom, meaning you're going to be on a very strange trip for the next 8 to 10 hours, so it's just better to know what mushrooms you have. Right. Alright, so overall, the best ways to identify an edible mushroom would be have a guidebook, expert, collection of samples, or memorization. In my opinion, the best way to go is to have a guidebook with you. That way you have pictures to compare wild ones to. And also a guidebook is going to come with other useful information, such as where they grow and how they're going to taste. And if you're ever in doubt if a mushroom is poisonous or not, just throw it away, because you don't want to take the risk of that. Alright, now I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.